This might be the most underrated smartphone of 2020. What's up guys, and it's time to take a look at world's fastest phone, at least in one area, which is the ridiculous 65 watts of fast charging speeds. This made me rethink what an ultra phone should be. I bring you the Oppo Find X2 Pro. First up, the box. It's got a nice reflective pattern to it. Inside we have the monster phone itself, the silicone case, the usual paper guide, probably one of the most attractive looking earphones out of the box in recent times, and then my favorite, the 65 watt super VOOC charging brick. I mean, this is a thick brick, along with their special orange USB Type-C cable. Now, after spending some time with this phone, I have to say this phone is like a wake-up call for all those people who are super brand loyal. It may be time to open your mind to other possibilities. The Oppo Find X2 Pro cost almost $1,080, at least where I live. It's right up there boxing with the likes of Galaxy S20 Plus / S20 Ultra, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Just to get this out of the way, this thing is absolutely packed to its heart. We talking 12 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 865 chip, 512 GB of internal storage, speedy fingerprint scanner, extremely snappy smooth phone performance. I mean, that's what you expect from a Snapdragon 865 device. And of course, thanks to the 120Hz of refresh rate, everything is super smooth. This is one of the few phones on the market that gives you the option to use full Quad HD resolution at 120Hz refresh rate, which I am rocking right now, by the way, with full confidence, because why not?
Why not?
When you have 65 watts of fast charging on your phone that allows you to go from 0 to 100% in almost 38 minutes, you don't even care about battery percentage that much. But it can last you a full day in its normal usage thanks to a 4200 mAh battery. The display itself is 6.7-inch HDR10 AMOLED with 1200 nits of brightness, easily one of the best displays I've ever seen on a smartphone. Watching media, playing games, it's been an amazing experience. There is a lot of similarities between this phone and the OnePlus 8 Pro, but we have some obvious important differences such as the software. Oppo has its own skin, which I'm going to talk about later in the video. The crazy fast wired charging is exclusive to the Oppo Find X2 Pro, and then a better camera experience, or I should say more of a complete camera system compared to the OnePlus 8 Pro. According to DxOMark, this is the only non-Huawei phone to top the list. In fact, you could see this phone as the number one phone on DxOMark that has Google services. We've got the main 48 megapixel lens, 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 13 megapixel periscope zoom with 5x lossless and up to 10x digital zoom that also supports up to 60x total software zoom. Now, images out of this phone are pretty good, no over processing, colors are nice, good dynamic range even in some of the toughest situations. Now, despite having a larger camera sensor, there was no issue with video autofocusing. It was actually pretty fast. The ultra wide angle lens really get the benefit of having high megapixel count, so if you have more light, use the 48 megapixel mode to get that extra crispy detail. You can take some macro images using the ultra wide angle lens, which is pretty good. If you want more vibrant colors on your photos, you could turn on the AI button, but in my opinion it was a bit too much, so I turned it off. The zoom is great, up to 10x impressive results. Again, anything beyond that, it's not gonna be that high quality. We also have the ultra video steady mode that allows you to run around and have that gimbal type stabilization. Perhaps the area where I saw the good results compared to my previous Oppo phone experience was with the front camera. The 32 megapixel camera captures great detail, but most importantly, the skin tones have been pretty good. If you remove the effects and set it to natural, it looks really good. It's got a video bokeh mode as well, which works great, blurs the background. You can also set the value of how much blur you want. Like, I can definitely see why this camera has this particular number with the DxOMark. I mean, it's got it all. The night mode is great. There's a special tripod mode that lets you take up to 30 seconds of long exposure images. If you want that kind of quality, I'm really satisfied with its night performance. Everything looks on point, but there has to be some downsides to this phone. Well, first up, there is no wireless charging. I personally don't use wireless charging feature. I feel like the 65 5 watts of wired charging. For me personally, it makes up for that feature. It's also rocking the IP68 rating for water and dust resistance. Now it's rocking Android 10 based on ColorOS 7.1, which has been improved a lot since last year. It is still iOS inspired if you look at the quick settings area. There's a lot of customization going on, almost no bloatware, which is why it feels really quick. While this UI may not be as colorful as One UI, which still remains to be my favorite Android skin right now, there are some couple of things going on that I really do love. Like the screen off gestures, which allows you to draw a letter on the screen that can launch any application or any action. This is a pretty good feature. Imagine if you are in a situation where you have to call someone and you don't want to raise suspiciousness. You can just draw a secret letter to call that contact number. Or if you call someone a lot, you can have their contact number set to a certain gesture, so you don't even have to unlock the phone or open the contact application. You can just call them with just one screen off gesture. I have to say, this is definitely my favorite feature of this software. I also like the 3-finger swipe for screenshot. We've got the quick window for quickly switching to other applications, the ability to customize the shape of icons, and one of the favorite new applications that I do like here is the Oppo Relax application. This lets you meditate and use your phone to relax and calm your mind, especially with social media and everything that is going on. Having something like this is a very good thing. It's got a bunch of soulful music to enjoy and some good visual experience. I'm not gonna lie, I've been using this app a lot. Overall, this phone has to be the most underrated phone of the year. I think because of its similarities with the OnePlus 8 Pro, it often feels neglected. But it's got some serious features going on that makes this phone a true ultra phone. Definitely a great rival to the Galaxy S20 Ultra and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Perhaps it could be the best flagship phone from a Chinese brand with Google services at the moment. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think about the Oppo Find X2 Pro. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.